Okay, here's number 3 of the day, and I haven't done really anything the way I wanted to. Okay, so we're gonna start from fresh, and we're doing numbers, and it's gonna be easy, and I'm gonna show you what it is. I don't see anybody out there, but since this is being taped, you can show up anytime, but you can never leave, because if you do leave and you don't leave at the right time, you'll retain half the information for the half-life of the half-life, for the misunderstanding of the relationship between the reality of numbers and your perception, and whether or not you want to look at the numbers, because I'm only going to give you real math. Let's take it from here. Let's show it easy. We're going to start off at 6. 6 gets 0. Why does 6 get 0? Because in 6, okay, we already get the 1. If we would bring this 6 together, okay, this one would go over this one, and all we'd create was a 5. 3 and 3 equals 5. The connection between the two. And it can turn this way. You see that? Right on each other. Turn that way. Or it can turn half that way, that way. It's got to stop. This one has got to stop before it hits this side, the center. It's only got so much it can move. Let's forget about this. Let's look at this over here. Okay. What we're going to look at over here is how we get number 3. This is the rotation of everything. This is the way we get all our numbers. Okay. Watch. 1 times 2 and 1 plus 2. 1 times 1 and 1 plus 1 equals 2 and 1 is 3. 1 times 2 and 1 plus 2. 2 and 3 is 5. So this would create the letter K. This would create the letter L. This would be K-A. And this would be L-A-B-E, l'abbé. The B, the bail, the lobby, whichever one you want. This is the passage, and it represents number 5. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3, and 4 is 7. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, and 4 is 9. This is the AC energy of the sun, in which this is their DNA. This is your naissance. This is your birth. This is your birth aid. It means your birthright. The birth aid is in the ear. Okay, the ear is the drum, to run to the beat of the drummer. We already know why this is 5, because in the stop sign, the center is 5, but in the Magen David, the center is 7. 7 and 5, we run together. Why? Because 1 is the light of 6. It creates its only 7. 6 is 0. 7 minus 1 is 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. 9 minus 3 is 6. When we go to the gateway world, 7 equals 0. 7 minus 1, 17 the gateway. Time, heaven, creation of the birth of man. 3, 9. When we go over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 5, 1 going north left to where the King of Diamonds face turns towards the left. We get area Mars, Area 51, Nevada. Area 51, Nevada connects to number 53, Quebec, Herbie, and Electric Company. Nevada, Hoover Dam to Electric Company here in Quebec. 5 and 3 equals to number 23, 15, and 8. 5 by 3 is 15. 5 plus 3 is 8, connecting the two worlds through 5. Now the rotation of this, no matter what you're doing, because it's doing this, okay, as you go down, it doesn't matter what you do. It keeps going 5, 7, 5, 7, and the hole in between the 5 and 7 on the feeding system is number 6. It's 5, 7, 5, 5, 7, 5. And this way to this world is 595, means the passage through Pluto is an obligation. Venus over to Neptune. 9 and 5 versus 5 and 7. This is the relationship to 1776. And if I would look at the numbers, I would understand a little bit more. But remember, the first president was in 1789. H and I is the gateway to 1 and 7 on the piano. H and I, or number 56. Why number 56? Communication of the wolf, number 56. The next Super Bowl is number 50. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5 and 6, and 2 and 3. 23, 56. But if 6 was 0, it'd be 2350. Where do we get that? We're going to go to Moses, okay? And we're going to do Moses. Was it 47 times 50, 50th Super Bowl, equals 2350. Creation of the half-light. Number 16. Half-light, 16 and 50, or 16 minus 50, equals to 34, which is the one gateway. 3 and 4 equals number 1. And 60 and 16 equals to the two worlds of 6. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals to 56. This is the time Moses was either born or the time he had passed on, whichever way they want to count it, the same way they count it for Christ. If I went number 50 for Moses and 30, because it's 2.5 dozen eggs, equals to 80. 80 times the time number is 47 equals 3760. The Christ was born, or the half-time of Christ. Why do we get this number? 47 is time, T-I-M-E, equals to 47. 74 does equal to Christ. There's another reason 7 by 4 is the moon, how that one moon comes into man 11. K. 1 and 1, the two worlds come together, 1 and 1. Man comes in with the light. Without man, there is no other gateways. So 77 it is. So we're going to come down here and understand that 3 and 5 is 8, and 7 is 15, and 9 is 24. 24 is the cat in the hat. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 8 and 6. That will bring the Queen and the operation of GBI. Something to do with Great Britain, but there's also a connection. There's always a secondary connection. Okay? I'm going to go down here and skip a couple of pages if I can. And we're going to come in with number 258. If I write down, okay, number 5, and then number 8, and then number 5 again, here is my 5, here is my 8, here is my 5. It turns into 986 from 258. 17, number 23, and this was number 15. The difference between the two is 8. Electric company, 3 times 5, 3 plus 5 equals to 8 and 15, and this would be the rusty pool ball that we play pool with. Okay, 8 is a combination of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the 9 card, here comes your 8. This is your real 8. This is your birth 8. This is your birth 8. This is your birth aid. This is your birthright. When you put 2 and 8 together, okay, this is the 8, and this would be the 2, turning around to be 9, 8. Now, if I put the 2 on this side, and I put the 8 on this side, we get the sign for where are you at? Okay, at where? At 8. This is what it says. It also looks like 6 backwards, but it's not. When we put the 2 and 5 together, we get the brick house. 2 and 5, 5 and 2. The rotation, 7 and 7. These are the opposite. They're perfect of each other, and they fit together in design. When we come down to this one over here, I went 2, and then I went 2 again. When I go 2 and 2 again, it turns into the short cube. When I put the same ones back to each other, I put 2 and 2 back to each other, and I end up with this. Do you see the tail? The tail backwards of a 9, 6, and the tail backwards of the where at sign right over here. We have to understand we put them together when we separate the twins. Okay, they'll still have this closed area. And then I went in here and I put 5, and then I put 5 again. Since I put 5 against 5, again I made one more small area, or now I have the 2 eyes and the mouth, bringing this situation together. 2 times 5, 2 plus 5 is 10 plus 7 equals to 17, which is the gateway. This will become 16, which becomes the light, or would we say the half-light? When you flip 16 upside down, it becomes 91. That becomes the spirit of the half-light. And 77, or we add 6 to this, and this one equals to 23. B, C, gateway. This is the gate. TH backwards. You see the way it's TH backwards? Time heaven, gateway of time heaven. This 20 in gate. Okay. 8 times 5 is 40. Blue gates. This becomes 80. 80 plus 7. 87 plus 8 is 95 equals to Neptune. The gates in the blue gates of Neptune. Now we're going to take this back to 17 and this one over to 53. 5 by 8 is 40. 5 plus 8 is 13. We're back to electric company. Earth, Quebec, here in Canada. Okay, Earth and Jupiter. Now we're going to take the 53 and add the 17 to it, and equals to the 70. 70 equals to 76, plus 6 equals to 82 for time heaven. We added the 6 here because of the 10. We're adding the 6 here because of the 7. 76, 17, 76, plus the extra 6 equals to 82. Again, time heaven. Heaven's connected, two worlds. The time heaven, where time is up. They only have a short period of time to run this. It looks like 89, birth heaven. I'm just trying to go over here where I don't know where I got this number from, but we're going to continue with 2, 5, and 8, which now equals to 70. This is the center of everything, 70. It is the heart, the heartland, 76. Now, where can we find 70? 5 times 14. 5 times 14 equals to 70. It is the DNA. Okay, at the same time, it is the EAD, dead. Time of the dead. Okay, the dead, because we are fixed. It's a fixed system. What is dead? D-add. What is a question of this? This equals 5, and this equals to 9. 5, 4, and this equals to 5 and 4, and this equals to 1 and 4. It's 5, 4, 5. This is the sun. Okay, I don't know how it works, the sun, but it means the IT system, okay, or a universal system. It would be the sun, 5 and 4. This will recreate the birth in Christ. Okay, so this is the system that, all I know is whatever computers do, this is the system we're in. Their interrupted system. They stole the light. They broke into the gateway. They changed the whole system around. What I was going to do over here, okay, is 7 times 4, 7 plus 4 equals to 39. 39 and 74, or 39 and 47. Time of Christ and the birth of Moses, all through this number. What does it create? This one will create 74, 84, 94, 104, 113. 113, okay, or 1, 213 equals to the Spirit. 39 and 47 equals to 786 equals to the man and the heavens, the connected heavens, 6 and 8. Which is connected to the Queen and something to do with Great Britain. But the other thing I wanted to show is 9 and 7 equals to 16, 4 and 3 equals to 7. This is the life's gate, or the light gate, the light of 76. Because 7 and 6 is on one side, 10 is on the other side, linking a 5 and 5 world. They link two worlds, that one to this one. But they now had to link 3 worlds, because there has to be an in-between world for the interference, or the in-between world to carry the Spirit. And then they had to double that world so that whatever that was in the Spirit can be, I don't know, I can't even, I think of it, but I'll have that one thing. I will have it. I will have it. Maybe we're streamed and we're picking up a delinquent spirit. We're picking up a delinquent spirit. It's not a complete message. It's a partial message that we're actually picking up. So that would be the life gate 2, 5, and 8. And the crisscross, okay, to 2, 5, and 8. The crisscross to 2, 5, and 8. Let me bring this back again. The crisscross to 2, 5, and 8 is 4, 5, and 6 in the first level. The crisscross is 13, 14, 15. So 4 and 6 is Zion, Israel, telling us we get Mars connected to the Saturn lights. 40 and 60 is orange blue. And it's also time orange, or Pluto. Remember Walt Disney characters. If you want to go on, just the first thing that comes to your mind, that's what the answer is. Because everyone has their own answer. We come together as a puzzle, but we don't want anybody else's answer until we've solved our own mystery, how we think and understand our own self. This is the AC energy connected to the egg. The AC energy connects to the egg, or most likely this loop. I'm not sure. I'm not a science expert, nor do I do electricity. This one over here will say 19. The Spirit connects to 11. 19 and 11. 11 becomes 2. 19 becomes 7. This becomes the time clock. DNA. AD, or after Christ, how the link came in. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 9. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 15, is 6. This becomes 9. This becomes 6. From 2, 5, and 8, it now becomes 9 and 6. This one over here is 20. We must put 6 over here, and then it becomes 8. So this becomes 9, 6, 8. 6 goes over here. 6 and 2 is 8. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 plus 6. Or because it's the 20 worlds and it's showing 2 sides, we should actually split this 10 in half and go 10 and 10. But I'm not. Because if I did, it would say 7 and 7. I'm happy with the gateway. 6 and 2 is 8. I'm happy with the 2 gateways. Okay, I'm happy with it. The split, you see the way it's split? This is 8. This is 3. This is 9. This is 6. This is 8. Now we're going to go, number 23 is over here. Now we're going to go to 26 over here, and that's an 8. 8, 5, 8. 9, 6, 8, 5, 8. Now we get to number 26. Now 29. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 plus 9 equals 2. So now we're back to 2. We go 9, 6, and then we go back to 2. In fact, let me go back a little bit further. When we get here, it's number 11. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 is 3. We come over here, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. 4 and 5 is 9. 3, 9. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. We get 3, 9, 6 right over here. 2, 5, 8. Then we get 3, 9, 6. What's missing? 1, 4, and 7. 1, 4, and 7 is the link to the spirit. Then over here we come to 29. Then over here we come to 32. Then the last one is 35. Again, once we get to 35, we go all the way back down to 23. 3 times 5, 3 plus 5 is 15, and 8, 23. If we want to add 23 onto 35, we get 58. 58, 5 times 8, 5 plus 8 is 40, and 13 is 53 again. Back to the electric company, Earth and Jupiter connecting. This again is 8. This will be 23. This will equal 5. It starts off at 8. This one is 5. It ends up equaling to 2. This one ends up equaling to the same thing as it is. Where else am I going to get with this? Anyways, let's go over here. This is 22 equals 4. This is 24 equals 6. So the same thing as 4, 5, 6, 2, 5, 8. We're going to do that over here. 20, 23, 26, 2, 5, 8, 4, 5, 6, but we're going to use it in the long count. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 is 8. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 8, and 6 is 14, equals to 22 busts. So this all equals back to 22 bust. Now what does that mean? I don't know. I know this is the 9 lives of the cat. You bring up number 5 equals to 7, and number 3, again, electric company comes in at number 23. 66 brings in the 2 lights, the 2 lights. The 2 lights come in here, and this is electric company. So inside of 2, 5, and 8 over here, you bring in the life, the half-life of electric company. Then on the one down here, which is again, 4, 5, 6, 9 and 2 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2, 3 and 5 is 8, 2, 5, 8. Over here is number 31. This is the AC energy. This will bring in the spirit. Okay, you see the way it shows home base with this design? I don't even think that's the right design. 32, 28. Yes, it is the right design. Then over here, 3 plus 3 and 3 times 3 is 6 and 9. 15 brings man's light. The back door to man's light. Remember, when we do these numbers, okay, again, 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 is 9, and 6 is 15. 15 and 33 is 48. 48 is space. 48 is the doorway, or inside the gateway, inside the light of space. Inside over here on number 31, 3 times 1, 3 plus 1 is 3 and 4, 7 plus 31 is 38 inside the church. 13 plus 8 is 21, the cube, the mind, the brick house inside the church. When we come back to number 22, 22 is plus 8 is 30, creation. You can't reverse it, it changes nothing, so it's a double creation. Inside 24 is 6 and 8, 14. This will be 38, the church. But if this was backwards, the other way, 4 times 2 and 2 times 4 is 42. 42 and 14 is 56. Communication, the white wolf. See, inside Nibiru, communication is 7 and 3. 7 equals number 65. 3 equals 56. They both equal to 22, and it's communication, but it seems like communication was busted, because in blackjack, after the cube, 22 is busted. And where does that happen? 7 times 3, Nibiru is 21. 7 plus 3 is 10, equals to 31, the AC energy but now it comes out to 22 and it's busted. Just wanted to mention one thing: 37 or 73 inside the house of birth. Okay, this equals to communication. 37, 47, 56, communication. The difference between this is 18. 18 is the three worlds of 666. The difference between this inside, instead of that, there's 19 total numbers inside of this, but there's 17 in between. 17, 18, 19 in French. They specially say it 17, 18, and 19, and they will say it again at 67, 68, 69, or 77, 78, 79, and again at 97, 98, 99. They will say all of these numbers. The difference between, okay, the total numbers is 1 to 99 is 99. To equal to the numbers is 1 plus 98, and the difference between the totality of the numbers is 97. And then we will go down one more list. We have to go to number 67, 68, 69. So what is the total of 69? Where will we start? Will we start on number 75? And we take 75 all the way down 69 numbers, and we end up on 6. 6 plus 69 is 75. I'm not sure where I want to start it up, but we'll do it together. It's the first time I've ever done this. We want to have a total. What this is, why I'm saying this is because the French say very special is this number at 16, 17, at 17, 18, and 19. It's very special. And again, at 70, at 77, 78, 79, and at 97, 98, 99. Okay, so we do know, and we did see what the difference was with this. If I have the reversal of this, 73 minus 19 is 54. This is the sun, and this is the birth of the sun, the split of the sun. Here's the split of the sun and the two worlds of the sun. One links to one. One here and one here. The split hoof. Okay? The split hoof. Okay? But they somehow change that whole scenario. So when we take this over here, why do we get 92? 19 plus, 19 minus equals to a total of 146, Zion, Israel. Instead of going 146, 2 and 4 is 6. 9 and 5 is 14. 14, 1, 4, and 6. Zion, Israel again. If we go 9 and 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 6 is communication. Inside Nibiru and the spirit of birth. Zion, Israel is the next number. 73 and 91. We come out to 164. Doesn't matter which way you do it, but you have to do it all the ways so you see that all the ways work. The separation is 17. The distance between is 18, and the total numbers is 19. If the total numbers is 19, then there's going to be 80 plus 19, right? 80 plus 19 equals the total 181. Or it's 81 plus 18, or it's 82 plus 17. 17 becomes your gateway to your time, heaven, movement of the moon. When we come over here, what would be the difference of 77? Where would we start with 77? 77 plus 33 equals to 10 and 10. That is the actual distance. So we have to bring everything in reality to 10 and 10. So if we're doing this world over here, this one would have to be a 3, and this one would have to be a 7 to go 10, 10. This would have to be a 9, this one would have to be a 1 to go 10, 10. This would have to be a 9, this would have to be a 3. 9 and 3, the same numbers. 9 and 3 is Saturn, the connecting of Saturn. If I went 9 and 3, then I would have 1 and 7 left over. If I went 9 and 3, 1 and 7 left over, that would be your gateway. This would be your piano link, your vibration. This is the vibration in the reader. In the heart of man is electric company, which is the flow of the water, the flow of the blood, creation in man, and the three worlds is 666, or 2 times 9. Where else are we? We want to count numbers. I'm not going to do this scale yet. You see the scale here is okay. We're not going to count this. I was just thinking of the scale that way. Can you see that? Where else am I? You don't mind looking at my face for a minute? Can somebody decipher this? I had to read, dear. Angel resident, electronic in the ear. Again, the D, the delta angle or receivership, okay, is a vibration whether you can hear or not. It's still in the ear, okay? Do you rain in my ear? Is it water? Is there electrons or protons in the water? What is inside the water? The nose or ice on the planet, or our red deer. Hey dear, your nose is running. Rain, home on the range, or the ain, meaning the artificial intelligence, the old, because the N is the old, it's a crossover. It's an interference reception. Again, has no value because I can't explain it. Hard D, hardy. Why? Because in the game of craps, which is 7-11, you have to get the hard ways. 4 and 4, 3 and 3, 2 and 2. 6 and 6 is not a hard way. 6 and 6 pays creation, and 1 and 1 pays creation. 30-1 payout, or 180-1 if you get all 3 of them inside a game called Sickbo. Reign, or the reign of the queen, 6 and 8. By the way, 3 and 4, or DC, was a relink of the moon, which all we're missing is parts of 76. Yes, I had that dream last night. Let me take one more look. Did we do all of 2, 5, and 8? Because there's a lot to do with 2, 5, and 8. Let's do something else with 2, 5, and 8. Okay. 25, 28, 58, 52, 85, and 82. 25 minus 52, 28 minus 82, 85 minus 58, 25 minus 52, 85 minus 58, and 82 minus 28. This one over here equals to 27. This will equal to Y and Y. This is man's heart, Y and Y. He is 1/4, or 1 car, okay, 1 part of. This one over here is time heaven. It's a cycle of the moon. It's how the mind of one man's mind connects to the central cycle, which is Area 51, wherever it has to do in Las Vegas, Hoover Dam. Okay, it is the flow of the waters, because the moon, and the color of the moon, when she turns orange, she's rusting in our own minds, in our own bodies. Okay, 28 plus 54, which is the number to the sun, 64, 74, 82, the number to the sun is the moon. The difference between 85 and 58 equals to 17, which is the gateway. The difference here is, again, is the same, 27. The difference over here, we're going to add them. This equals to 110. 110 stories of the Twin Towers. Or 1 to 16, which gives us the 613 laws of Moses, which gives us a count of 136, a point, 6 points, and 3 points for a field goal, the birth spirit of man, and 365 and 248 laws of Moses, which is the area space of 2 sides equaling to 96, and the area space of 3 sides equaling to 195, A, E, and I, or the Aleph letter in basic. But look at these numbers in Hebrew, you'll see what the value count is. This number over here is 143, which is the DC power, but we're going to count again. 8 and 5 is 13, 5 and 8 is 13. DC power in the area space used by the back door, number 32, which is now open because of number 57 coming in. This here, 52 and 25 equals to 77, the 2 gateways of Christ. Same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. If we minus this from this, we already got that answer. So that's what you get out of 258. It's a passage. Now, if we were, that's what we get from 258. Now, if we were going 456, we would go 45 and 46, okay? And then we would go 56. So we go 45 minus 54. And then we go 54 plus 45. Then we go 46 minus 64. Then we go 64 plus 46. And 56 minus 65. And 65 plus 56. And now we're going to write these down. This one over here, okay, equals to 9, man's birth. This one over here equals to 18, which is the spirit of heaven. This one over here equals to 9, man's birth, but it's inside communication because 5 meets 6 equals to 11, 11. Okay? But this equals to 9. The difference between here and here is 9. 56 and 9 is 65. This over here equals to 99. We now link up, which is Earth and Mars. We link up inside of Jupiter. And the same thing over here because we speak 2 languages, low, shu, and numbers. This equals to the number in Jupiter and connecting to Pluto. Pluto to Jupiter, Jupiter to Pluto. Inside over here equals to 18. 46, 56, 64. This one over here, 56, equals to 9. In reality, it's 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 18 equals 9, so they're all 9. 4, 5, 6 equals all 9. And 2, 5, 8. Let's do this properly. This will equal to 9. This will equal to 9. Somehow this might be wrong. 8 and 5 is... How did we end up with 17 here? 58. Yes, this is 17. 58. No, this is 27. 27, 27. So 9, 9, 9, 9, and 27. And this is 18 and 9, 18 and 9, 18 and 9. So 36 is creation, the number to creation. 36 equals to 18. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 and 18. 9 and 18 equals to 27, equals to 2, 5, 8, 27. Your 27 in this way, your 2, 5, 6 is this way. 4, 5, 6, and 2, 5, 8. And this is how you would link them. Then you would go, the queen is this way over here, and the backdoor passage is over here. This is the connection of the 2 heavens. You go from here to here to here, and then you create your 4. 2 times 6 is 12, and this is another passage. You see the letter T would be created between this one. This one connects to T, 2 and 6. This one connects to T, 4 and 8. Then you'd run out of here, and we'd end up creating this. So this is your 4, 5, and 6, and the other one, 4, 5, and 6 is 15. 2, 5, and 8 is 15. Level 1. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 56, and 56 is 11, and 11. This one equals to 112. 112 is 56, and 56, or 2 times the moon, or 4 times the moon. 4 times the moon. The moon is number 57, equals to 228. 228 is the heaven, okay? The 2 heavens of the 28 days of the cycle moon. 57, 114 would be Abraham. 228, 456. 2 times 228 equals 456, and we're back down to the same number again. So the cycles keep repeating. Now what I wanted to do one more time here is we're going to go right back to the beginning, and we're going to do this one over here. Okay, we did 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to do 13, okay, and 15 equals to 28. This one is 28. This one is 11 and 17. They're both 28. They're both 28. That was 2, 5, 8 is 13 and 7. How did that one work out? Let me do it over here. 13, 14, and 15. And the other one up and down over here is 11 and 15 and 14, sorry. 11 and 14 and 17. So how would I do this? 5 and 4 is 9, 12. 1, 2, 3. This one equals to 3, 1, 2. This one equals to... Let me look at this one more time. 7, 12, 13, and 3. This one is 3, 1, 2. This one is 3, 1, 3. This equals to 39. This equals to creation of the birth. 2, 5, 8, 4, 5, 6. Another reality is 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4, 7. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 4 and 5, 9. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 5 and 6, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. This will equal 792. The gateway to the birth of Venus. This one over here, which is north and south. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 3, equals to creation. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 9, the birth. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 8 and 6, 15, equals to 6. Creation of man's birth, creation of the split Venus. 313, which is 11 times 11, is 1331. 3 times 12 is 36. 3 times 13 is 39. 13 cards in a deck. So that's, now we're going to go on to the next one, where it's 22 equals 4 and 24. So we're going to go 22, 23, 24. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 equals 8. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5 and 6, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 times 4 equals 14 equals 5. And we revert it back to 2, 5, and 8 again. Crossing over this time. Crossing over this one, we now created a 2, 5, and 8 bridge. Now we're going to go 20, 23, 26. We will put the 6 in place of the 20. So we will now go 20 equals 26. 23 is 23. And 26 is 26. It's 26, 23, 26. 6, 23, 26 is in the same place at Grover, Cleveland. Okay, the excess. 8, 5, 8. Again, 8, 5, 8 and 2, 5, 8. All cross over here. The number to silver is 85. The number to matrix is 85. It's a silver surfer. Now let's multiply this. This will multiply into 20. This will multiply into 11. So we'll get 20, 11, 20. The total is 51, or area position 51, Las Vegas, or call it Mars, Station Mars. This 0, we're going to change it. We're going to make this whole again. Okay? Instead of going 20 over here, we're going to take this 0 and make it 15. We're going to go 2 plus 15 equals 17, turning this 20 into 17 instead of turning it into 26. If you look at the debit machines, they take the Q and the Z and they put it on number 1, equaling to the 17th and 26th letter. So the same thing has, you see, 0 equals to actually 15. I make it 6 all the time because it's easier, and instead of telling 100 stories, it's actually 15. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back again. This will equal to 17. Okay? This is over here, number 23, and this one over here is 26. So this is 17, this is 23, this is 26. So what are we going to do? We're going to go 17 for this one over here. Then we're going to go 23, and then we're going to go 26. This one, 26, 2 times 6, 2 plus 6, okay, will equal to 12 and 8. Okay, 12 and 8. And I have to leave them separated, otherwise it equals to 20. This becomes the church. This becomes 11, 2. 2, 3, 8, and this becomes 6. This becomes 6, 2, 6. 6, 22, 6 lives right over here where 8, 5, 8, okay, or Herbie, or the Blue World, 8 times 5 is 40, and 13, Electric Company, all resides here, and that's when Grover, Cleveland came in. And this back door looks like it's snakes and ladders, and it goes all the way back here. See this spot over here? This is the way it goes over here. There's this one over here, and there's the same thing over here. Does it come and it slides down, snakes and ladders? Then it comes down and it slides around the doorways. We slide around the doorways. I'm not sure. But if you understood, I know it was a hard comprehension of this whole video. Wow, 39 minutes. I had no idea it was this long. There are so many things. Heat changes color on different metals. Water on certain metals and certain elements make it rust. If you take pine or any softwood, in fact, today I was smelling in some softwood. I was smelling it, and I think the Christmas tree represents that we need to smell all these natural trees. We are blocked inside. There's something that's blocking us. I was born with a blocked nose. My son was born with a blocked nose. My cousin was born with a blocked nose. Everybody's got the nose problem. So when you knock the block off the nose, it seems like the communication got fried. Now, if there's anything else, Hebrew letters, okay, it's crazy because in Hebrew letters, I found 3 Hebrew letters that will say 999 and 666, all in a special logical, mathematical, equational count that, of course, I make up. There ain't nothing real. But at the end, if I say 101 is 2, 101 is 2. But if I got there through 10 different changes, no, I use the same element so that everything works in its own house. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. Oh, I thought, you know what's funny about that? It's 161 on this side, and it's 661 on this side. There was one other thing. Did I mention this? Yes, I did mention it. We saw this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, the 8 card. 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Next year's Super Bowl, we went through that already. One thing I wasn't sure about next year's Super Bowl, which is on the last page, where number 56 becomes 5 by 6, 30, and 11 becomes 41, 0 equals 6 becomes 47 time again. Where next year's Super Bowl, they're numbering in 50. You know why they put it in 50 and they call it Levi's Stadium? Because this is what 50 looks like. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you what 50 looks like. A backwards 50 and a frontwards 50. That's the way. I have no choice. J, Jojo. S, OOS. Which way? I don't know which way you want to go with this. But you see the way it says 9009? 8 is in the center. Pay. What is the question? That's my problem. I don't know which question. Secondly, this shouldn't be done like this. If you really want, if I can't answer it that way, then what I'm going to actually do is I could have turned this one around here. I could have, let me do it over here. The last one I could have went like this, and I could have left the 5 like this. And then I could have turned it around, and this would have been, wait a second, let me see. No, this would have been 5005. And then I would go 5, 0, 0, and I have to take away this line from here. So what will we look at? 9006, 986. Next year's Super Bowl, 5050, right? We turn it the other way, right? This becomes a 6. This becomes an O. This becomes 9060. This becomes the 8 if you want. I'm not sure which way. This becomes the windows. One window here, one window here. One eye over here, one eye over here. Now this is a closed tail. This is an open one. There's only one open one over here, one up here, one down here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We're just going to leave the video the way it is. Raphael, it seems to say Goofy on it. Goofy. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you.